Withdraw Fubara suspension. You have no power to remove elected governor. Dalung to Tinubu. Things are now getting serious as Tinubu declared the suspension of the governor of the River State, Siminalayi Fubara. So here is a message from Dalung to Tinubu to withdraw Fubara suspension, that he has no right to remove elected governor. So now moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The Minister of Youth and Sports Development, under the leadership of former President Muhammadu Buhari, Solomon Dalung, has said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has no power to suspend a democratically elected governor of a state in Nigeria. Dalung disclosed this in an interview with New Telegraph on Wednesday. While reacting to the recent declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which led to the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara and the State House of Assembly. He argued that while the president has the right to impose a state of emergency to restore security, such a move must respect democratic institutions. Therefore, while the president does have the constitutional right to impose a state of emergency, he cannot suspend or dissolve a democratically elected governor of state assembly. Doing so would be an abuse of power and an extension of dictatorial tendencies in a democracy. The president must withdraw any decision to suspend the governor, deputy governor, and the state assembly. He has the authority to take over security as the law allows, but not to undermine democratic institutions, Dalung said. Dalung pointed out that the tension in Rivers State has been brewing since the inauguration of the state governor in May 2023, primarily due to political disagreements between Governor Fubara and the current FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, who was the immediate past governor. He said the disagreement has been compounded by various legal and political courts ruling that reinstated that the decamped members of the State Assembly, who earlier defected from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the All Progressives Congress (APC), as well as the suspension of federal allocation to the state. According to Dalung, the root of the current crisis was exacerbated by a statement made by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, which stirred ethnic tensions. The situation, according to him, which was originally a political dispute, escalated into a broader security issue as the ethnic dimension added fuel to an already volatile situation. Dalung emphasized that this shift further worsened the crisis, leading to the current state of emergency. Now, it is well known that there has been political tension in Rivers State since the governor's inauguration in May 2023. This tension stems from political disagreements between the current governor and the immediate past governor, who now serves as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. A lot has transpired, and the president has invited both parties to the State House of Intervention on the two separate occasions. However, the situation worsened following the Supreme Court's decision in a consolidated set of cases involving Rivers State. The landmark judgment saw the Supreme Court withdraw federal allocations meant for the state and reinstated members of the State Assembly who are defected to the APC. This decision generated heated reactions from Rivers citizens, elders, stakeholders, and the country at large. But what truly escalated the conflict into a security issue was a statement made by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory targeting a particular ethnic nationality. This shift from a political to an ethnic crisis further exacerbated the situation, the former minister said. He referenced past judicial rulings, which set boundaries on the powers of the president under Section 305 of the Nigerian Constitution. Dalung explained that while the president may declare a state of emergency, this does not extend to removing a governor or dissolving a state assembly, as their actions would undermine the principles of democracy and represent an overreach of power. He expressed concern over the potential for abuse of power, describing such actions as a dangerous trend towards authoritarianism. He called on the president to respect the limits of the constitutional authority and focus solely on restoring security without encroaching on the political leadership of the state. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.